Hey, what's going on, your Charisma team? Nathan Olson here from yourcharisma.com, helping you create your brand your way. On this channel, we do a lot of social media marketing help as well as Instagram growth tips, so if you have not already subscribed, please subscribe. Today, we're going to be talking about buying and selling shoutouts, the power of influencer marketing, and how it's been on the rise for a lot of big brands. Stay tuned. So over the past couple years, we've seen a huge rise in the amount of Instagram influencers, social influencers, and all around just individuals that have gained a serious amount of attention, and brands have noticed. They have started actually putting a serious amount of advertising budget into these influencers because the amount of attention they're receiving is drastically, exponentially outweighed in comparison to radio or TV ads. When you think about it, when an individual watches TV now, most people use TiVo, most people use on demand. They're fast forwarding through those commercials. So even if those companies are able to get that airtime, the amount of people that are actually watching it is very, very low. Probably under half the amount of people that actually even watch cable television will watch a commercial. And when a commercial comes on, the first thing they do is pick up their phone and they start scrolling through their social feeds. So the attention has shifted. It's no longer on radio in cars anymore. People listen to Spotify, SoundCloud, podcasts. Voice is becoming very big, but the overall push has been to Instagram influencers for brands. We've seen a huge amount of sponsorships, especially with Nike and the NBA, the Jordans, just all around. There's just been an overall collaboration with big brands and influencers, and that's because the followers that influencers have a certain level of nurturing that they've already kind of been exposed to from the Instagram influencer. For example, businesses and brands are on a total corporate level. They're not personal. It's not an individual entity. There's no personal relationship that can really be built there from a customer standpoint. They're always going to be looking at a business or a brand or an entity, a team, as you may. However, with these Instagram influencers, individual personal connections can be built, and those type of nurturing relationships that have been built with Instagram influencers is exactly what brands and businesses want to tap into. That's why in the blog post that I wrote yesterday, I'll link it up in the description below, but you guys can see the stats on there. It's an overwhelming amount of businesses and brands believe they get stronger, more audience retention when they go through Instagram influencers. They get better customers, they get better output, they get overall just a better community seeing their product. And what's really interesting and what I think kind of brings a cool aspect for brands that they didn't really even think of, as opposed to using promotional content that you would build yourself as a brand, kind of commercialized, generic. You give these influencers merchandise, and you let them produce the content themselves, because after all, who knows their following better than the Instagram influencer themselves? So just being able to produce your content like that, being able to get that mixed variety of content. Instagram influencers are extremely creative, so they just really know how to put a nice spin on your object or your product to give it maybe a humorous feel, to really engage with the audience. They know what their audience likes to see, and that's the kind of content your brand should be pushing to those audiences to get the highest conversions. So simply giving your product to the Instagram influencer could even serve as payment to them. There's a lot of Instagram influencers that take simply merchandise as payment, and that's why influencer marketing is severely underpriced for these brands who spend an exuberant amount of money on TV and radio ads that just don't even really get to the end user. However, they can spend a fraction of the amount on Instagram influencers and kind of bring them into the brand, sponsor them, and they get an even higher return on their investment, especially with the community that's built around these sponsorships, these ambassadors. Shoutouts are huge, guys. Promotional content, that's kind of the basis for this. Influencer marketing is on the rise, and being able to shout individuals out on your story, on your feed, or making an IGTV video and just kind of promoting it that way is going to be an extremely big way for influencers to generate a high passive income. And what's great about this is if you're an influencer and you already have a following, you already have a community built, you already have a high engagement rate, you can now go on the Your Charisma platform and actually just host yourself as an influencer, and the community of entrepreneurs that's already been established in the Your Charisma community can start using your feed to promote their content or to start growing themselves. So you can actually start generating income not only from the Instagram growth method as an affiliate, but now you can start hosting, you can start using the followers and community that you've generated from the IG growth platform and start using that to make money on the Shoutout platform. So now you guys can make double the income off this platform. We're really trying to give back to you guys. We know that you guys have had so much success with the Instagram growth, and that's why we wanted to push this new Shoutout platform to you guys, because as I've expressed, influencer marketing is huge, and we need to start just kind of facilitating more features that can help host that type of marketing on our platform. And this is the first push of many, guys, so stay tuned and enjoy the next video.